Hey, I'm your friend Kevin. Welcome, 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 all of you new subscribers, existing subscribers. This is your divine inspiration message for today. All right, so I'm going to start with the happier me affirmation and then go to my ism. But I want to talk about Bridget. She's back for a second week, and I want to get a little bit of insight from Gertrude and Beatrice as to, okay, did we miss something? No, but there's some reason. All right, so creative energy surges through me and leads me to new, brilliant ideas. And then this backside says, we've all been given a gift, the gift of creativity and imagination. Focus on accepting that you are a limitless human spiritual being and your imagination will flourish. That's the challenge in the physical world. There are those who feel limitless and wield their power over others, creating fear. The key is for ourselves to be fearless, limitless, and invoke our own power. And that also means standing up for ourselves. That's what this means. Being creative enough to push past the boundaries of that vulnerability. I am effortlessly thriving and abundant. Should not care whether other people are effortlessly thriving and abundant, yet we do. We do, sometimes a little more than we should, but there's a difference between being compassionate and caring about other people who are struggling. Yes, 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 please do. And making sure that you yourself know that whatever situation you're in is temporary, like the weather. There will be storm clouds, as we've just experienced on the East Coast. On the West Coast in California, there are fire and floods and earthquakes. Mother Earth is herself doing her best to stay stable, while the planets and the universe does the shifting and the shaping. And if you can use your creative energy that surges through you and leads you to the brilliant ideas of we're one energy all together. We are not separated by anything. The second one, I expect all my desires and intentions to manifest always. What are your desires and what are your intentions? Well, my desire is to have a lottery jackpot. So my intention would be to go buy a ticket. I just can't control when that might happen. And a lottery jackpot could be $2. That happens a lot. So there it goes. That's just me being a little bit on the human side of honesty about, well, I'd like it now, please, thank you. I am generating and radiating the vibrational energy of joy, abundance, and love. Oh, yes, I am. This could be your expectation, your desire, and your intention to generate and radiate the vibration of joy, abundance, and love. Of joy, abundance, and love. Generate it, radiate it. Okay, now, I have not forgotten about our lovely friend Bridget. I think she's here because I've chosen the fairy tarot cards for this week's card of the day deck. And she is most definitely queen of that. Queen of earth, queen of fairies. I also have a funny feeling that Bridget is here to guide us through the changes that are happening. The physical changes. So, Angel Numerology Day is a number 1, which is magical beginnings. The spark of creation, manifesting your ideas, bringing up joyful wishes that will come true, and far beyond your financial abundance. Allow your third eye center, the area, your pineal gland, to go to work and visualize wishes coming to you. Use Archangel Uriel and Raziel. They work with the energy of one, or the number one energy. The Nine of Cups if you're into tarot, Nine of Water if you're using one of Radley's decks. Great, great cards to pull in. Now, our friend Joanna, Fantasies, her focusing on practical matters today, that's for the 29th of September. The affirmation she gives us is, I'm grounded and focused, taking practical steps towards my goals. You can be creative and you can have brilliant ideas, but just make sure you're grounded and you're focused on what those ideas need to be. The astrological insight that goes along with it is the moon being into Virgo right now, today, which creates a shift in energies towards being practical, organized, and paying attention to details. Virgo's influences encourages us to focus on practical matters and bring some refinement to our routines. Take steps towards improving ourselves. A great day for planning, organizing, tackling tasks that require precision and focus. Use this energy to streamline your life and set yourself up for success. Now, if you're into tarot and you've got a tarot deck handy, pull the Eight of Pentacles or the Eight of Earth if you're using one of Radley's decks. Could be the Eight of Autumn if you're using this fairy deck. The Eight of Pentacles represents hard work, dedication, and skill building. It encourages you, me, us to focus on honoring our crafts and putting the necessary efforts in place to achieve these goals. Now, you can pull your own card if you want to, but if you do it while you're shuffling, ask this question: what practical steps can I take today to improve my life and my work so I can get to my goals? If you want a ritual, Joanna says, do a celebration of gratitude. She says, gather a few small items that represent things you're grateful for. Photos, mementos, small objects, and arrange them in a circle. Light a candle in the center. Then sit quietly. Reflect on each one, expressing gratitude for it. Now, if you want to be grateful for your house, take a picture of your house, stick it in the middle. For your car, picture of your car, stick that in the middle. Express gratitude for those blessings. And as you do, visualize the circle glowing with golden light, filling your heart with joy and appreciation. Affirm, I celebrate the abundance in my life and embrace the joy of the present moment. And then you can reflect if you want, if you journal. What am I most grateful for in my life? And how can I express this gratitude more fully? All right, Gertrude and Beatrice. Well, actually, before you two, they're up in a tree. Okay, they were about to climb down the tree and then they went back up and sat on the branch again because they knew I wasn't finished. I am going to pull the description for Bridget because I don't know why I feel like I might be missing something. I'm not really sure. Yeah, this is divine. I'm just wondering what this is, I'm just trying to get some insight to it. I mean, basically, the message on the bottom here is let your passions lead you to your purpose. Bridget's the Celtic goddess of Ireland, who was closely associated with fire and the season of spring. But the fire, I think, in this case, is the season of autumn. Her name means the bright one. She's the goddess of fertility, healing, and all the renewing energies that spring brings. In Ireland, she is the protector of wells and holy shrines. Originally a pagan goddess, Bridget was so well loved that the Christians named her the British the Christians adopted her as a saint. She brings the energy of resilience, strength, and survival. So to me, it's like Archangel Ariel, the lioness of God. Bridget would be that lioness of the earth. So the message from her this week, last week, you are highly driven, passionate. You are a highly driven, passionate being with the ability to make great changes in the world. So follow what lights you up. The spiritual fire within you is growing and glowing. And the sharing of your passion will lead you to fulfilling your purpose. Bridget is coming to you now because it might feel as though your life is changing and the ground is unsteady beneath you. Oh, well, yes, it is. But trust that it is best to change when change is unfolding around you. So that's where it is. Embrace the change that's happening. Whoa, that's a tough one. This is a powerful time for you to begin anew. The seeds that you have planted with your dreams are being given the opportunity to germinate and grow. Trust in your passions and don't let the limiting beliefs or the doubts of others be projected upon you. Let your fire burn and soar. So, if I'm reading this correctly, I just said, have compassion for those who are having a difficult time. And I believe that those people on this channel are doing just that. They're having compassion. Gertrude and Beatrice both are saying yes. You know, the Fae folk, fairies, earth-bound elementals, they have compassion for those of us in human form. However, don't upset them. Don't disrespect them. Don't be rude to them, unkind to them. And I think that's how we are when we have the light of God, the love of God, the understanding of God inside of us, angels, all of us, the light workers that are carrying us on to bigger and greater things. You know, we have it made when we feel like we're successful, got a good home, money in the bank, life is good, but very seldom do we actually offer up gratitude. I started writing a gratitude journal every day. There's our card. And I'm grateful to do it. I'm grateful for the help. I'm grateful for everybody that shows up on those Fridays that I do happy hour at the Woo Woo Lounge. I am grateful for the insight I get from every one of the folks who share themselves, their vulnerability and their honesty. I'm grateful for my light worker friends that are out there making cards and books and working with the Hay House folk. That is the gratitude. Let's have a look at what Beatrice and the Four of Summer. So the fairies have come with the Four of Summer, which is the Four of Cups, Four of Water. Being distracted and failing to see the magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with your life. And we see this fairy leaning on her laurels. What's this little creature in front of her? There's a little cherub praying. See me, love me, come on. It's okay, it's all good. This is, I feel like, a little gift from Gertrude. Oh, so Gertrude is, she doesn't feel quite, she's like almost weeping. She's teary. Wow. This is the first time I've seen Gertrude being a little emotional. Beatrice is got her arms around her, she's hugging her, and she's saying that this is a time for you to focus on compassion. This is Beatrice telling Gertrude, I'm here for you, I'm with you, show compassion. But the compassion that we must have is for ourselves. The compassion to say, you know, it is a challenge to see our faults, missteps. It's a challenge to not step into selfishness when we're up against it. That's a challenge because, you know, as a spirit, we're having a human experience. We're a spirit, we're a soul, we're about love, we're about light, we're about this, we're about that. But then we come down into these human experiences where there is choice. There is, you can choose whatever you want to choose. You can choose this other stuff here. We're here mixing with all kinds of energies, all kinds of people. And we have a purpose. The purpose is to serve, hopefully, to serve mankind. We can't serve mankind from an empty vessel. And when somebody, you know, takes advantage, which lots of people do, it kind of hurts our heart. So Gertrude isn't saying this to us. The fairies aren't saying this to us. What they're saying is have compassion, be okay with being compassionate, but then also come from a place of gratitude, come from a place of grace. The gratitude and grace is about, I'm so grateful I have a loving heart. I'm so grateful I've got the light of God, the light of spirit, the light of life running through my veins. I am grateful that I get to do this, to share this message and this information with you. All of these things, that's the focus. And then practically, where are you? What's going on? How can you put things into practical terms? Many of us wait for a shoe to drop, a decision to be made, a person to... But if everybody is flying in all these different directions because they're taking care of their own needs first, well, what do? We have to look at where's the priorities, where's the focus. And it would be practical, because we're in a practical world, spiritual, because we're a spirit having a human experience, and then emotional. How are we feeling about all this? That's it. Practical, spiritual, and emotional. If you have these emotions stirring up, go do something physical to shake it up. Let me read what Radley writes about the Four of Summer. Because I like it. I like it. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right information to you. Daily life can be full of hectic activities. You could grow distracted and not notice opportunities that are being offered to you. You may become so focused on what you don't have that you completely discount the gifts that you do have. It's very important to spend time in nature, to take time to quiet your mind and your heart. And when you're doing this, you can ask God and the angels and the fairies for messages about what opportunities are around you that you may not be seeing. Heaven is always offering you magical presence, but you have to be open to experiencing these gifts. A fairy stands in a prayer-like pose, clearly worrying over what she feels she's lost. Meanwhile, wonderful new opportunities beg her to take notice of them. This is Gertrude coming down off the tree and sitting with her head in her hands. And Beatrice saying, look, this is what we have to be doing here. Additional meanings of this card says take someone or something. Taking someone or something for granted. That's what the additional meaning. Who are you taking for? Usually it's ourselves. God, maybe. The power of meditation, a lack of motivation, not seeing the forest for the trees. Daydreaming. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? It's a bit tough. I'm going to leave you sit with that. Get creative. Let creativity focus you on love and focus you on lightness, focus you on joy, focus you on gratitude. And with that, I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.